I just spent $30 at this estate sale on 2 items, and in less than an hour, they were both sold for $200. In this video, I'll show you exactly what I bought, why it's valuable, and how you can do the same. Let's get into it.
1 through 15, and then we'll.
Jim, where's the basement?
Through the kitchen. Gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
The first item that I had my eye on was in the basement, and it was on the shelf all the way in the back, and thankfully I was the first person to get to it, and I secured that bag, baby. The next item that I had my eye on was actually in the garage, so I ran up the stairs and looked through this screen door to see if it was still there, and yes, it was. These 2 items are 2 vintage Morning Pride fireman helmets. They were both adjustable, and they are from the early 2000s, and they have already sold.
Good morning, Jim.
If you guys were hoping for a fashion haul, this sale had other plans. No clothing in sight. I spotted some RC cars, but unfortunately no Traxxas to be found. And if you know, you know. When I got to the attic, I found this Spider-Man hide-in from the 1970s, and it was actually worth a pretty penny. Don't overlook BB Core baseball bats. This one wasn't a heavy hitter, but some can be worth upwards of a couple $100. Hey, do me a favor, guys. If you guys ever see a room full of precious moments, buy them all.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
1980s ceramic Christmas trees are always good money, but sadly these were cracked.
All right, what do you got?
All right, so we got this right here. Good. I got the 2 helmets.
Okay.
This.
Yep.
This cooking thing, and then 1 T-shirt, and then this.
All right, that's it?
That's it.
Good.
Nothing too crazy today.
All right.
Jim, do we have any toys?
What?
Another estate sale, another $100 in profit, baby. Alright guys, here is the full haul from this estate sale, the moment you've been waiting for. The first item being this BB Core high school baseball bat. It's worth about $40 to $45 in this condition. And finally, to the fireman helmets. Here are the 360s to both helmets. Both in used condition, but still aren't falling apart like some helmets. These, don't get me wrong, aren't worth thousands and thousands of dollars like some are, but these were easy flips. Once I got back home later in the afternoon, I photographed these right away. They cleaned up so beautifully, as you guys could see in these photos, and they have already sold. The first one sold for $110, and the second one sold for $100. You cannot beat that. The next item I grabbed was this fireman talking cookie jar, and I grabbed it because it looked funny, it looked pretty cool, but it actually had some decent value. The last item I ended up grabbing was this vintage New York Mets cooking apron because those colors go so crazy. I can't find any online, but it's cool. Another estate sale, another $100 in profit, baby. Now, you may be wondering, what's the secret to finding the best scores? And the number 1 advice I can tell you guys is show up early to make sure that you guys are finding those hidden gems before anybody else. Now it's time to head over to my storage unit, pack up some orders, get them shipped out, but the hustle does not stop there. I'm gonna make a quick stop at Goodwill to hunt for some more treasure. Let's keep flipping, baby. Orders are packed and ready to go. Next stop, the post office, then it's off to Goodwill. I always drop my packages off at the back rather than the front because I have about 40 parcels each time. And we have finally made it to Goodwill. It was about a 30-minute drive for me, which wasn't terrible at all. Beautiful drive. As you guys can see, it has snowed here in Connecticut, so enjoy the rest of the video. For this portion, I'm just going to do a voiceover because the music in this Goodwill was absolutely blaring and I do not want to get copyrighted. But usually what I do is go to the clothing racks that they just brought out. Sadly, these were all women. So I went to these bins and looked into these. These were pretty picked over because there was a lot of pickers there already. So they must have already grabbed the good stuff. The first item that stuck out to me were these kids Sorel boots. These were awesome. They were in great condition, but sadly they were $20. So they went right back onto the shelf. Next thing that stuck out was this North Face jacket, full zip, red, gray, great colors. This one actually was the high vent version of this jacket, but they also had $20 on it. And I was like not willing to spend that because it's only worth 40 to 50 bucks. Just spent about an hour at that Goodwill, and sadly there was nothing that I wanted, nor was worth selling. A lot of stuff was priced up crazy, like kind of what I'm used to. Not a lot of resellers show this on social media or like on YouTube, but there are a lot of times where you walk out of Goodwill after spending an hour there with nothing in your hands, and that's just part of the business. You win some, you lose some. Good tip that I could give you guys is that when going to thrift stores or going to estate sales or going anywhere to source products, you really want to take your time looking up items and making sure they are worth spending the money on. A lot of the times in the beginning when I first started reselling, I would find myself buying things just to try to make up for the time that I spent there, or just, driving over to the Goodwill. I would try to find something that I could make $10, $15 of profit on to cover gas or just to cover my time, because time is money. But what I found myself learning, over the years is that it's almost always worth not picking something up when you know it's not worth selling. Even if you think you can make $10 on top of it, if the sell-through is not there, don't waste your time. I do have some whites that just finished oxying, and I'm going to photograph them and get them listed. I use these plastic sleeves for all my t-shirts because it makes storing them and shipping them 10 times easier. Alright guys, that wraps up today's video. If you found today's video helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what's your best flip recently. Keep hustling, keep flipping, and I'll see you guys in the next video.